Many different styles of diets can work, and whatever your chosen strategy is, whether that is high carb, low carb, calorie counting, or one of the many other strategies out there, here are some of my overarching top tips that are proven to help with weight loss. Weight loss tip number 1. Stop waiting for tomorrow. We can often procrastinate when we feel overwhelmed and don't know where to start. Our current eating habits can be deeply ingrained, and it's a common trick of the mind that we overestimate the unpleasantness of a behaviour pattern change. If you are delaying getting on with your diet or new healthy regime, acknowledge it and make a decision to take action today. Always remember, it's never too late to change your behaviour patterns and start with a new slate. If there are foods in your cupboard that don't agree with your regime, and this is something holding you back, donate them to a neighbour, a family member, or a homeless person. Get other people in your household on board and buddy up with someone who will help keep you accountable. You may hit a few bumps along the road, so don't worry about being a perfectionist, and remember to congratulate yourself on any successes. Weight loss tip number 2. Take small steps towards being more active. Many of us find it overwhelming to embark on an exercise regime. If this is you, don't try to run before you can walk, but make a point of shifting out of lazy habits and into more active ones. This can start to make a significant impact towards our weight loss goals, simply by walking to the shop instead of driving, taking the stairs instead of an escalator, becoming generally more active and cutting down the amount of time you spend in front of the TV. Standing or moving rather than sitting or lying down, you'll be burning extra calories, improving your fitness levels as well as overall health. So pay attention to your daily habits and make them ones which work towards your overall health goals. Tip number 3. Drink more water. Drinking plenty of water can help you lose weight in several ways. First, it is essential to many bodily functions, and it will help your metabolism run efficiently when you are consuming a plentiful supply of water. Secondly, it will help you to drop water weight. When you don't get a plentiful supply of water, your body is likely to hang on to water weight as it senses scarcity. And thirdly, drinking water helps to suppress your appetite, meaning it will help you to consume less food. If you're not really keen on drinking water, try drinking it chilled and with a squeeze of lime or lemon to add flavour. Water is just great for energizing the body, so try to make sure you drink at least 1 to 2 litres of water a day. Weight loss tip number 4. Don't starve yourself. Although it might seem logical that if you deprive your body of food, it will have to lose weight. In fact, overly restricting your calories as a weight loss strategy can be doing you a disservice and being counterproductive to weight loss. You might just be encouraging your body to hang on to body fat, as your metabolism will slow down in order to conserve it. You may also lose muscle, and in the process you are harming your metabolic system. Severe calorie restriction is unsustainable and unhealthy, as you will also be deprived of essential nutrients. When you go back to eating a regular diet, you will gain back all the weight that you lost, and in likelihood more on top. A much safer and more effective strategy is to balance wholesome meals for good health. Weight loss tip number 5. Consume enough protein. While it's not necessary to overdo the protein is essential to digesting and metabolizing, and it can also help you to reduce hunger and cut cravings, as protein-based sources of food tend to be more satiating. Consuming protein also prevents muscle loss and helps keep your metabolic rate higher as you lose weight, so you don't get that metabolic slowdown that's associated with restricted calorie dieting. Tip number 6. Max out on your vegetables. Filling up your plate with a large helping of vegetables at every meal is going to help you eat more low-calorie dense food that is at the same time nutrient dense. Eating extra veggies will fill your plate with health-giving foods and also improves your metabolism. Here are some of the best vegetables for weight loss. Spinach and other leafy greens are the winner according to studies done on vegetables that help with weight loss. Mushrooms are also known to promote weight loss as they help to regulate levels of glucose in the blood. Cauliflower and broccoli contain phytochemicals that enhance fat loss. Chilies have been shown by recent studies to help utilize more calories as they generate heat. Pumpkin is low in calories and high in fiber and one of the best vegetables to include in your diet. Asparagus contains the chemical asparagine, which is an alkaloid that acts directly on your cells to break down fat. Weight loss tip number 7, go sugar-free. It's no secret that an excess of sugar in our diets leads to obesity. However, can we still lose weight while we're still consuming sugar, sugary-based treats, and sugar-filled drinks? In short, it would be difficult. Sugar spikes blood glucose, which triggers the release of the insulin hormone, and insulin is a fat storage hormone. On top of that, spikes in blood sugar levels can cause you to want to eat more. As your blood sugar spikes and then crashes, it will send your energy levels up and down, which would trigger in you a desire to eat another sugary snack, keeping you in a vicious cycle. Weight loss tip number 8, drink green tea. Caffeine intake causes cortisol levels to rise. Cortisol is a stress hormone, and when it rises, it causes fat stores to be deposited in the abdomen. So for this reason, it's not a good idea to drink more than 1 cup of coffee a day. Opting for green tea can provide you with a lower caffeine alternative to coffee. Not only that, but green tea contains a flavonoid called catechin, which is an antioxidant that can help speed up metabolism, helping the body burn more energy and break down excess fat. So drinking a cup of green tea is a good habit. On top of that, it can also help us to suppress appetite if we're feeling hungry. Weight loss tip number 9, never go to the supermarket on an empty stomach. Studies have shown that going grocery shopping while we are hungry leads us to make more poor dietary decisions, opting for higher sugar options and those that provide quick fixes to hunger. So avoid going shopping at times before you've had a meal. Weight loss tip number 10, try intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting can be a very effective strategy for weight loss. Every time we eat, we raise the hormone insulin, and insulin is a fat storage hormone. When we are not eating during periods of fasting, our body's blood sugar levels are remaining stable and helping us to burn fat. How long you fast for is up to you. A popular fast is the 16-8 fast, where you remain fasted for 16 hours and eat all of your daily food intake within an 8-hour eating window. During your fasting period, you may consume water, green tea, black teas, and black coffee without breaking your fast. Weight loss tip number 11, eat a rainbow. As more research is done in this area, it is being found that the importance of your gut health is not only important for your overall health, such as protecting you from inflammation, improving your digestion, supporting the health of many of your bodily functions and organ processes, but it is also highly effective and beneficial for maintaining a healthy weight. There are several steps you can take to increase the health of your gut, but one simple one that you can do every day is to eat a rainbow of coloured foods on your plate, as different coloured foods will help diversify your microbiome and increase the number of beneficial bacteria in your gut. Weight loss tip number 12. Cut out alcohol. Sorry to break it to you guys, but drinking alcohol is not going to be conducive to reaching weight loss goals. Simply put, alcohol changes the way that your body burns fat. When you drink, your body takes its focus towards breaking down the alcohol, which is taking its focus away from burning fat, essentially stalling metabolic processes. Not only that, but when we drink alcohol, our inhibitions and our concerns about healthy choices are lowered, making us more likely to opt for poor food choices as our judgment becomes impaired. We're also more likely to feel hunger spikes following alcohol consumption, and so more inclined to give in to a desire for a late night snack. If we overindulge in alcohol, the following day we can also feel more tired and more inclined to make further poor food choices. So the effects of alcohol go beyond simply the excess sugars and calories that you tend to find in alcoholic beverages. Weight loss tip number 13. Avoid snacking. Because every single time we intake food, we are raising insulin, which as we learnt, is the fat-storing hormone, it is a good idea to reduce the number of times that we consume food in a day, and thereby keeping our blood sugar levels more stable. So we're better able to lose weight and maintain it when we're eating slightly larger meals during the day and then not snacking in between. Some strategies to help us avoid giving in to the temptation to snack include keeping up your water intake, as this helps us to avoid hunger. Often when our bodies send us a hunger signal, it's actually from a desire to receive hydration. As foods contain water, our body calls out to us to receive hydration through a hunger sensation. So before you reach for that snack, try consuming a glass or two of water or a cup of tea. Number 2, stay busy. When we are bored or occupied, our minds are more likely to go towards thoughts of food, making it more likely that we will resort to snacks and extra eating. If you feel hungry, try cleaning your teeth. Strange as this may sound, there is some evidence to suggest that brushing your teeth in between meals can help to suppress your appetite. This could be to do with the minty flavour of your toothpaste, as peppermint is shown to also reduce cravings. If you do get the munchies, try changing your scene, having a short brisk walk, or taking a hot shower. They are all strategies that are actually proven to help. Fasting can also help. As strange as it sounds, the more we eat, the hungrier we can become throughout the day, and the longer we fast, the less we feel the urge to eat, as our bodies get used to being in a fasted state. Weight loss tip number 14. High intensity interval training. High intensity interval training, or HIIT as it's known, is a very effective exercise strategy for weight loss. If you don't know what that is, it's simply performing short bursts of very high intensity activity followed by short bursts of low intensity activity. You can use any given form of exercise that you choose, such as walking, cycling, swimming, and start with, say, 30 seconds at a moderate pace, followed by 30 seconds at a very high intensity pace, and then switch back to low intensity, going between low and then high intensity for 30-second cycles each time, for a total duration of, say, 15 to 20 minutes. Why is this an especially effective form of exercise? Well, when we raise our heart rate, such as when we perform cardio, we could be raising our cortisol levels. And when we do that, as we learned earlier, our bodies can be storing fat around the abdomen area. If we only perform a high intensity activity for a short burst, we avoid raising our cortisol levels. And this has a much more powerful effect on fat burning, with a lot less effort than a cardio exercise workout. Not only that, but research has found that a 120-minute HIIT session will increase your metabolism over a 24-hour period more than half an hour of jogging or cardio activities. Weight loss tip number 15. Weight and resistance training activities. Strength and resistance training is another favourable form of activity to boost metabolism, and being one of the ones most effective for weight loss. Resistance training has a beneficial effect on metabolic syndrome since it decreases fat mass and enhances insulin sensitivity, improving glucose tolerance and reducing high blood pressure, as well as increasing bone mineral density. This makes it an overall more effective form of exercise for weight loss, as well as general health improvement. Weight loss tip number 16. Get a good night's sleep. Getting a good night's sleep is really important to aiding weight loss. Research has found that poor sleep quality can lead to a host of chronic health conditions, including metabolic disorders and a heightening of glucose intolerance and insulin resistance, which is the precursor to diabetes. The negative impacts of sleep deprivation are not only long-term. A poor night's sleep causes metabolic slowdown, which not only hinders weight loss and contributes to weight gain, as our energy levels lower and we feel less inclined to participate in any exercise, it can also lead us to make poorer food choices where we opt for high sugar or higher carbohydrate based foods in an attempt to try to boost our energy levels. A lack of sleep can also increase our appetite, as our neurotransmitters that tell us when we are full or when we are hungry become unregulated. If you are someone who struggles with getting a good night's sleep, be sure to check out my other video on how to get a good night's sleep that is listed in the description below. And this is your bonus weight loss tip, and it's my favourite. Aim for good health. Finally, to round up, my top tip would be you don't need to overly focus on the scales, but aim for long-term good health strategy. As when you have good health, weight loss will be a natural byproduct. Overly restrictive and yo-yo dieting is causing a lot of long-term health issues and damaging to people's metabolisms. So it is better to focus on overall health and make your meals enjoyable, varied, filling, tasty and healthy, as that will be a sustainable program. Remember to not eat unless you are really hungry, and stop eating when you're full, and trying to employ the strategies I've outlined in this video. Keep your goals realistic and don't beat yourself up if you have a bad day and fall off the wagon. Focus on getting back on track. I hope you enjoyed the content of this video. If you did, please give us a like and let us know in the comments below.